Okay, take 5, let's do this. Hello, everyone, my name is Bygl, and welcome back to another episode from the Let's Play series. Finally did it! So yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. We've got quite a few things that I want to get to today, and I'm in a good mood. And oh, you're going to the portal all by yourself, huh? I'm just gonna do this because I've got a bad feeling about things, and I'm just gonna let you go through now. There you go. Have we not cheesed a wither below our bedrock thing in the end? Dang it, I don't have the stuff necessary to do that. I thought we totally did it. Maybe that was on the Metacraft server. Well, dang it. You are supposed to place this thing 2 blocks below this, right? It's not a single block, I think. I'd like to make myself believe anyway. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a few things today. Mostly things that are related to book the I did it wrong. No, we've got a horse here. Oh no, this is the worst. I thought I did it correctly. Oh no. So, just so we're all caught up on how this episode was supposed to go, this is not the script. This is very much something else. Okay, let's try and do this. Let's get distracted for the first couple minutes here. I think we have everything important on us that I would want to use. Indeed. Okay, and oh yeah, that's something that happens if you find withers. They kind of just go up and up. Oh, that was a direct hit. There's no way I'm gonna be able to hit him with any of my splash potions like this. Okay, he's coming closer. Oh yeah! That was horrible. That was really bad. Man. Fighting withers suck. I was really hoping not to have wither complications within 5 episodes of having a problem exactly like this, but alas, here we are, I guess. How did actually people fight withers without a leech beforehand, other than, like, you know, fighting him underground? Because that's an obvious one. Oh, I can't eat. I suck at eating. Okay, where is he? Nice. A few more. And finish it off. Awesome. Oh. Now, question, did we get any wither roses? Because we haven't really had one on this world. And he definitely killed some endermen here. Or at least snow golems. But I don't really see anything of the sort here. This was Lone Star here. He was our fastest horse that we named last episode. Okay. Him being that young in the series, he didn't have that much sentimental value to me, but still, that sucks a lot going forward with horse breeding. Womp womp. Horrible tragedies aside, let's actually discuss what we're gonna be doing today. Oh man, I mean, sometimes you gotta have a little bit of an adrenaline spike, right, when you start off an episode. Okay, in the past, right, we've done episodes, we've done things, we've done builds, but we've also said things, and sad truth and sad reality is that not all of these things ended up being true. We said we wanted to do stuff, we never ended up doing it. We said we wanted this to be this way, it didn't end up that way. We scrapped projects, we postponed them. So here I have a book. Put your money where your mouth is, a Bygl Plays Minecraft story. This is a list of things that I remembered that I wanted to do, or things that I have said in the past that I wanted to do, or things that I just generally wanted to do and just decided against it, either because of time constraints or any other reason. So here's a couple of them. We've got a thing to replace sand in Spruce Town. So a few episodes back I decided to replace all of the sand in Spruce Town, and for example, I forgot to do this little part here, so we're gonna fix that right here. We're gonna actually put our money where our mouth is, and we're gonna do what we said, and I'm gonna finish this up here real quick. So this is how this place looks right now, and this is it now. There you go. Simple little terraforming job here, just a tiny little cliff with a kind of a spike on the side there. Looks really cool from a distance, I think. Yeah, that is exactly what I was going for, so I'm glad that turned out good. It's a relatively good space for even like a small lighthouse build or something, so maybe we'll keep that in mind, indeed. Anyway, there's a few more places where there was still sand, like over there you can see, and this was all sand moments ago, but I replaced it and now it is a stony environment as well. It was kind of breaking my immersion, so of course I was to remove it away from here. I'm gonna replace that sand over there as well, and maybe even that little spot there if you can see it. But I'm gonna do that in between cuts here, as there is a bigger issue that needs to be solved. That is the issue of connection. I always wanted to have Spruce Town connected to the main island, and there were a few ways of doing it. I was thinking like underground tunnel that leads somewhere. We already have like that railroad system, which is right over here. If we fly, we can see it underwater. It still works, it's all over here. But I didn't want just a technical way to get to the island. I straight up wanted to be able to just walk it over there. So that's what we're gonna be focusing on right now. There was the idea of having a simple, just spruce bridge, stone bricks type of thing that connects over there, which isn't a horrible idea, I don't think, but it kinda... Oh, those just lagged into existence over there. Look at those. Yeah, the stone bridge idea isn't like horrible, but I didn't really like it in the context of doing this. What I rather wanted to do, having all of the crazy terrain on Spruce Town, I wanted to have a proper like natural kind of occurring bridge which kind of waves through the air here. Of course, connected with stone pillars towards the bottom of the ocean. I think this is a relatively good spot to put the entrance of Spruce Town into, because you walk in, you have all of the important things nearby. You've got the iron farm down there, you've got the villager trading hall on the left, and you can go to the right to go to the Stony Peak area, and then you can also go right here into the main street type of spot. So we didn't really have a use for this spot anyway. It was just another connection to the Stony Peaks here, so this works out perfectly. I think it's gonna give it another proper purpose. Okay, so this little build is done, and there's a few things I added to it, so let's check these out. Let's check this out by boat, actually. I think that's gonna be the best way to do this, as that is the way it is intended to be seen. So we're gonna pull up over here right behind another portal, and look at this road. So this is how it looks, this is how it arches over the waters here right in front of Spruce Town. This is how it feels going under it. Oh boy, yeah, that's like the main thing of why I did that. So I could do exactly that, so happy that I managed to indeed do that. But that is how it looks. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty much how I exactly wanted it to be, with the exception of being a little bit smaller than I expected. I already built something like this on Metacraft in Season 1. It looked maybe even better back then, which is making me question, like, have I gotten worse at building over time? Or is it that the smaller scale kind of ruins the build a little bit? Doesn't matter, it looks good enough, I think. Let's check it out from the upper areas, how it actually feels when you walk on top of it, because I think that's also a very important part of this build. Also, we have a road connecting all the way to the gatehouse over there, and the most important part, the reason why we actually did this, is walking on top of it, and I think it's good. It's big enough for a horse to go across. It isn't like that small where it would look out of place necessarily. I think it's just gonna need a little bit of getting used to having this here. But yeah, this is now connected to the rest of the world. We can now traverse here on foot, nether portals not included, I don't count those as on-foot travel. And from above it also looks pretty cool indeed. And there's one more thing that I did. As I said, some of you more observant ones might have already noticed what that is. So let's check it out. We're also gonna check this out on boat. If you remember, we started the replacing project, so all of the stone areas were sand before, now they are stone, so it's all nice and blended in with the Spruce Town area over there. Also, all of this used to be sand. So all of that you can see over there, all of that, this over here, and then traveling into here through the small river, you can see more stony areas. Indeed. This big chunk over here as well. All of this shore and this little, how would you call this? Lagoon, I guess. All of this also used to be sand. I might have gotten a little bit carried away. This took like 4 hours replacing all of the sand because it just keeps going. We also have all of this sand which was replaced. This was also all sand, now it's stone. And all the way over here we're still going. And this is where I stopped. I was like, nah, I'm not continuing anymore. I've been planning to do this for like 2 years at this point. In fact, I always wanted to replace all of the sand from this whole area that we call our base and just replace it with stone and maybe a little bit stony spikes as well. We might add those in the future, not right now because I don't want to see a stone block and for the rest of this episode. So yeah, this is the bio enhancement that I went for. It's gonna be custom, it's gonna be nice, it definitely looks better than the sand, right? Like it gives it this more faded, more like cold almost look. And I think I'm a fan of that for this area. I think that fits the bill here quite well. Also, the bridge connecting Spruce Town, it does look pretty cool from a distance, right? Like, I think it matches what we are going for here. So I'm very happy that we added that. Moving on here, friends, I'm gonna take a few clips with you while I collect some of these things I want for the next build. And while I do that, if I can even manage to concentrate on what I'm doing here. What, have I not ever had light blue stuff in my inventory? Oh, it's the new recipes, the color changes, right. Yeah, I want to talk about something with you guys, and that is the things you just saw, those little clips in between like the scenes that we have now. Completely new addition to the channel. So those are eye catchers, basically. And what they're meant to be is kind of like a cool little way of adding a little bit of visual flair to the videos. I'm hoping you guys like them. If you guys don't like them, then I'm just gonna straight up replace them. I'm not too attached to them. But I'm kind of looking on feedback. Do you guys like them visually? Do you guys like the tune? Do you guys like the length? Are they too long? Are they too short, perhaps? Do you want more? Do you want less? I kind of just am looking for a little bit of insight on that, basically. And I know some of you are also content creators watching this, my friends who support me, thank you very much. So especially from you guys know what you're doing. Let me know if there's any changes you would do to that. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the project which was represented in the eye catcher. We're gonna start working on our beloved brewing potion supply place area big chimney spot. Before I forget, I should probably do this. We're gonna tick off these two things because they are now done. I did not mean to write that down there. This is now ticked off and this is now ticked off. So the next thing on the list is the brewery interior, and that's what we're gonna do here. So the general thing I wanted to do here is kind of color code these brewing machines, ethos design, and each of these sides of the interior here are gonna be represented by the color that the potion has. So this is Potion of Swiftness, it is light blue, so we're gonna be using that for this spot. Sadly, they changed how night vision looks, so we're gonna have this weird purple wool, and I kinda don't wanna replace it because it might break the whole thing. We'll see. I didn't really make this thing very user-friendly. There we go, cactus. Oh yeah, check it out folks, we made some progress here. The whole base, of the inside at least, is now done. So walking around here, this is what we went for. I wanted to use the base terracotta in the walls there, but it ended up not matching the color of the potions themselves at all. So instead we went for the high contrast concrete here. You can see that it matches the color of the potion pretty much perfectly. Yep. Boom. Maybe you guys will be able to see a little bit better still, while this is not properly lit up on the inside. So the thing we're gonna do to try and liven it up, to give a little bit of creative flair to the inside of this whole place, is what we're gonna do is we're gonna have basically the ingredients of each of these potion stations kind of just chucked around the sides of the thing. So for example, we're gonna need sugar to make speed potions. So I've got some sugar cane growing here. We've got a lot of sugar just piled up on a stockpile. Definitely sugar and nothing else. The roof and floor are very simple. We already had the floor, and the roof is just a plain old spruce plank, just big chunk with a few places that go a little bit higher and even higher up still. And I just want to have a few decorational gardens kind of just hanging off of this place, kind of to make it seem like a apothecary of a sort is what I'm trying to go for here. Just, you know, they usually have a bunch of like herbalist supplies and just random leafy junk that's just lying about. So having like these things could be pretty cool. Maybe like something like this below them to make it look more like a pot plant thingamajig. I don't think that's too bad. That's kind of blend in with the horrible roof though, so maybe we replace these sides, maybe we try a little bit of oak. Yep, that's how I build anyway. I usually like have an idea and then I try different versions of it, see what sticks, see what doesn't. So let's try do a double wood type pot. Oop. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I like that a little bit more maybe. Okay. I think I'm pretty built out for this episode. Like the bridge and the whole like biome terraforming thing across half of all of the areas we ever built upon, plus this thing. Yeah, I'm kind of done with building today, but I'm pretty happy with the result. I think I'm pretty much done with this place. I don't think I'm forgetting any details at this point. But yeah, this is how it looks. So we're gonna take this step by step. This is the interface, the main area we will be seeing most of the time. We always have some flowers representing the same color. As you can see, we got the light blue ones from the swamp with the light blue concrete, and the candles as well, color matching everything. A little bit of asymmetry here, just so it looks more interesting. A little bit of a seating area while you wait for your potions to brew. We have a bunch of these compartments where we can store a bunch of potions that we brew up. We can have like extra storage and maybe like different versions like splash or speed 2 or duration, that type of stuff. So these are gonna be for that. Turns out speed is kind of the easy one to do when it comes to representing the ingredients that go into the potions. So we still have a little bit more sugar over here. But as far as this is like, what, spider eyes? How are we gonna just represent spider eyes? We can't really do that. And so we just have a small storage, not storage, brewing thingamajig here. Bunch of these cauldrons just hanging from the sky. What's up with that? Well, they match the gray of the gray concrete there, right? And also the cauldron is gray, similar to the concrete over there. And it's also got a little bit of blue when you put water into it, so it kind of matches both sides there. That's why we put it there. Lots of hidden lighting underneath the carpets, which are also color-coded. Now the gray area, I mostly used that for the nether wart farm over here. So if we run out, we can quickly get a little bit of nether wart to kickstart the machines if we want to do that. More cauldrons over here. Some more nether wart, which is smoking hot campfires under it, so it doesn't freeze over here in the overworld. Some more cherry blossoms in this area. First time building with these new blocks, so that's cool. Matches the pink relatively well, I'd say. Another brewing compartment, a candle, which I missed putting on. There we go. Yeah, all of these are kind of similar for the most part. I need to find a pink flower. I don't have one right now for that area over there. Another storage compartment. This is a fun little one. We've got more of these hanging plants, cherry blossom and azalea flowers mixed like this, right? And I needed a way to get into the actual inner workings, the redstone behind here. So that's what this painting here is gonna be for. Yep. Not that pretty on the inside over here, but they're not gonna be seeing the inside too much, so it isn't too bad, hopefully. But I kinda just camouflaged it with a billion paintings like this. More storage, and yeah, that is pretty much it. This is my favorite area over here. With the sugarcane and the sugar storage and a bunch of barrels and all the plant life, I think it turned out pretty good. There we go, that's another thing down from the docket list. Let's mark it out. I'm probably not gonna be keeping this book every single time we finish a project from these from this list here, but I'm gonna keep it somewhere, probably in some book placing store I have. Where is it? Oh, it's literally there. Third in the order. Oh, there we go. Okay. Anyway, that is all the time I have for this episode. Very build heavy, I know. I hope you guys still enjoyed it though. Maybe next episode we'll do some redstone or something else, kind of just to break up from the building, because my brain is frazzled from all that block placing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!